Jr. is the running back. The quick pass is intercepted. It's going to be run in for an Indiana touchdown. D'Angelo Pons on the first play of the game. A pick six by D'Angelo Pons. Nico Radicic makes it 7-0. 11 seconds in. Junior at running back, not Whittington, their leading rusher. Hill ducks under a hit and gets out near the 29. Trying to dodge D'Angelo Pons. On 2nd down and 6, they do try to settle things in with a couple of runs. Harris has a first down. A long stiff arm to the corner, Jamari Sharp. Behind the offensive coordinator on his way to be the head coach at Kentucky. Play action pass, it's a screen. Jay Harris staggers but stays on his feet and has another first down with a 12-yard gain. Who have not had an offensive touch this season. They stay with Harris. And he's a busy guy. He anchors Sports Center. He's also in the transfer portal.
Up when his team needs him.
So a nice response to the horrible start for Oregon. And Moore's pass is incomplete. Should have been caught by Jamari Johnson. Dan Lanning likes to go for it a lot on 4th down. He's not going to have to make that decision. Malik Benson the run after the catch. Down to the 40-yard line. D'Angelo Pons center. With a bunch to his right into the boundary. Harris did well to break a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Indiana doesn't miss many. 3-yard gain. Roger Saliapaga, who's the 3rd tight end for Oregon, has come into the game. Harris spinning down at the 33-yard line. 4 more. Dante Moore said he was troubled in the regular season game that Fisher kept hollering out what play was coming. Moore over the middle, caught, first down. Good throw to Jay Harris, who has emerged at 10th play of the drive. And it's a fake handoff to Sadiq in a designed run for Moore. Not a prolific runner, but he can be effective. Play action pass, design rollout, Sadiq the catch, and it's another Oregon first down. Out of bounds at the 17. Nice balance of rushes and passes. This is the 7th run, and it's Jay Harris. Dropped at the 19, and Greg, such a well-coached. 2nd down and 12. Moore given plenty of time. Now zings toward the end zone and over the head of his intended receiver. Sadiq was in the area, but power through turf toe. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down on the drive. A pocket again to the end zone. Touchdown! Jamari Johnson! Challenge you to find a better name in college football. He adds the extra point. 75 yards, 14 offense for Indiana. Oregon's run 15. Fernando Mendoza handoff to Roman Hemby. Tackled by Dylan Thieneman. Miami hoping to return home to play against the Hurricanes in the national championship game. He's on target to Elijah Surratt for a 5-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Hemby is the running back. He'll split time with Kalon Black. Plenty of time. Mendoza, another back shoulder throw and a catch in traffic. Surratt with 2 catches. Contact from Ife Obidegu, one of the 2 freshman corners for Oregon after the 23-yard gain. It's Hemby in his first year at Indiana as a transfer from Maryland. He got crowd at Oregon, and they also had trouble with the movement that induced some of those false starts. Tough run by Kalon Black. Down just shy of the 4th.
It's a move right there.
Not as dramatic as the moves were in Eugene. On 3rd down and 4. He's on target. Caught the tight end, Riley Nowakowski. Taken across the boundary by Bryce Betcher, the liner.
It's got to create some space.
Mendoza 3 for 3. The extended wait to get on the field didn't hurt him. Black runs inside the 30 with a gain of 6. 8th play of the drive. Hemby rips through the middle of the defense. First down, Hoosiers. Inside the 18-yard. The left guard. Washington's a terrific player. He's 330 pounds. Hemby turns the corner. Has a lead blocker inside the 5 and out of bounds. They're going to reasons. He wanted a great culture and he wanted a chance to win the national championship. He made a great decision. Hemby stacked up. Ashton Porter, an edge. He's at the left end of the offensive line. Mendoza, end zone, caught! Touchdown! Omar Cooper! Very active in the defense. They have some problems to solve after that 11-play drive. 75 yards. They had it for 6.5. Catch of the night for Cooper goes for a touchdown. That was the case in the win against Texas Tech. So more in the Duck offense back on the field. Jay Harris with the pickup. Here's Katie. He's going to be on his way to a career night here tonight. Gets the call again. He got 4. His 7th carry. They had a very tough time on 3rd down against Texas Tech. And that continues. Jay Harris driven back by Mikhail Kamara with help from Isaiah John. Ward with his start to the night. 4 for 4. They're up 14-7, including a defensive touchdown, and Kaylon Black gets nothing on 1st down.
And Fernando Mendoza, he's a graduate level decision maker.
Out of the pistol. The handoff to Black across the 20. Bryce Betcher made the tackle. Their leading tackler with 125 coming in. Behind Penn. We looked it up and he wasn't lying. Here's that running ability we talked about earlier. First down and much more. Finally shoved out of bounds by Aaron Flynn. Fernando rushed for 31 yards. In the regular season meeting, Kaylon Black turns the corner. Very late flag thrown after a 5-yard gain. Offensive lineman to be the MVP of the Rose Bowl since 1944. Norm Berry, our statistician Mike Swanson, said was a terrific player. Roman Hemby for 3. Here's Molly.
Sean, Indiana.
I think it's a very apt description from the guy who is certainly not anything other than humble. Bryce Betcher knocked down his pass. Pro career with football or baseball, as he's going to be drafted in the NFL. Mendoza, the ball is loose. It got ripped out by Nasir Wyatt. Back in the hands of Mendoza, and Wyatt gets there again. Goes into the NFL draft. He hasn't made up that decision yet. The ball slips out of his hand as he wound up to throw, and Indiana has it inside the 5. You can say that at the end of a lot of stats. Kaylon Black, the running back. He has blockers up and over, and he's down 2 yards short. Dylan Thieneman made the tackle. 2nd and goal from the 2. Kaylon Black tumbles toward the goal line. He's down short by about a half a yard. Tatum Tuioti made the tackle. Mendoza with Black, the running back. Black straight ahead, touchdown. Kaylon Black. For last season, coming along from James Madison with Kurt Signetti. Niko Radicic, the extra point. Expected to see the bulk of the carries. Is hobbled quite obviously by turf toe, so it's been Jay Harris, who was a 5th string running back at the start of the year. No gain there. Katie George. Can't go in this game. You can't go. Dante Moore on 2nd and 10. Pressure, dumps it off. Harris to the 40-yard line. Aiden Fisher the stop.
Receptions for the running back.
Matching his total for the season entering tonight. Weaves through that Indiana defense for a gain of 7. Lewis Moore, a safety, made the tackle. Coming back on 2nd and 3. Play action fake. Moore running out of time and gets sacked. Blake Ratcliffe and Tyree. There's 6 minutes to go in the half. 3rd and 12. Moore under pressure again and down at the 31. Leading to 14, Indiana points. Fernando Mendoza, high throw, good catch in the flat by Roman Hemby, but then he got dumped by Bryce Betcher.
Boy, they're phenomenal.
Mendoza, another back shoulder throw to Surratt. They throw a flag. He caught the ball anyway with Theron. Play fake. Mendoza has running room and he wants it. Instead, sends it ahead to Omar Cooper. Brandon Finney made the tackle. Signetti brought him to James Madison in the portal where he excelled. Now he's a Hoosier. Deep throw, Charlie Becker! Touchdown, Indiana! Against Alabama. Becker has emerged as a standout over the second half of the year. Radicic, the point after. It is 28-7. Dier Hill on first down. Out to the 29, a gain of 4. Really important drive here for Oregon. They're going to have to throw it with regularity. He gets hit, lost the ball again. Daniel Ndukwe knocked it out. And what a performance by the #1 team in the country. Mendoza breaks a tackle. And finally gets wrestled down at the 20.
19 LSU by.
Yeah, that's what it feels like right now. Here's Kalon Black. They're up 28-7 at the 2-minute warning. 2-minute timeout. And they don't do it. Attention to detail is remarkable. Mendoza handled the high snap. And down inside the 10-yard line. Pro Indiana crowd, and they're loving every minute of it. Hemby straight ahead with little resistance. He powers down to the goal line and he's just short. And with Dan Lanning, he's lined up in front of Roman Hemby. Hemby stood up short of the line of scrimmage. Tion Gray, backup defensive tackle. Now Lanning will use Shanahan. Hemby's the running back. Mendoza quick pass, touchdown, Elijah Surratt. Nico Radicic. $35-7. 5 different touchdowns. Dante Moore. Throws on the run, just throwing it up for grabs, and why not at this point? You need to make something happen. So my wife was upset with me. Manette, I was making $300,000 at Alabama, throwing a catch made by Malik Benson. The IUP job paid $120, and I had 3 kids on the way to college.
Timeout for a defensive player.
There's a timeout for Mikhail Kamara, the injured player. Defensive end for Brian Haynes.